Jake, you've been sacked once. What can you say about the pass protection you're getting from your offensive line?
It's been really good. Simple as that, our guys have been doing a really good job of keeping people off of me, and that also the running backs doing a good job stepping up, filling in blocks, and that's all you can ask for is to be able to stay clean, stay up, and get the ball out.
Is there anything that you've noticed that's maybe elevated through these first 3 games that maybe was there or wasn't there during camp?
I don't know. It's hard to say. You're going against the same defense every day during camp, and then during games it's different types of defense, different types of players. And I think maybe the confidence has gone a little bit with those guys. Better communication. Communication's key for offensive linemen and for running backs, and for me knowing where they're going. So I think they've really improved on that.
We've seen you make big plays at Iowa. Could it be as simple as maybe timing with the receivers and still getting used to each other?
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is these things are going to happen. Unfortunately, sometimes they take more time than you'd like. And the biggest thing is just keep going at it. Keep trying to get those big plays. You can't shy away from them. You have to keep working them and work them in practice. Try to get them perfect in practice, and then carry them out to the field.
Are you seeing some of those in practice, some explosives?
Yeah, no, we're working hard on it, getting some of those. And then that's the thing, practice is a little different than the game. We got to try to mesh those better, and then I think it's a matter of time until we get it.
Does it feel like the beginning of your first year starting in Iowa in terms of the adjustment process? Or is it
a little similar. Understanding how coaches are a little bit better. Understanding what players are coming in and why. At the same time, I'm older, having a little more experience. So similar, but still different.
Are you frustrated that it hasn't happened quicker? I mean, does it frustrate you? Or?
I mean, you get frustrated after a play you miss, and then you kind of got to wipe that frustration out. Obviously, you like to hit them, want to hit them every single time, but in this football, you're not going to hit them every time. So just kind of staying after and staying the course is probably the best plan of action.
Jake, how would you evaluate your growth/progress, over the first 3 games of the season?
I think there's improvement, and obviously there's mistakes every week, and that's part of football. There's always things that you can learn from and things that you are doing better. And, the most important thing is to make things you're doing better improve. So you make that go up a little bit more, and the mistakes you want to try to push them down and have them decrease each week.
Anything in particular you see where you're like, oh, I can improve here. Oh, I got really strong here.
Yeah, I mean, I think a big thing is always decision making, kind of being quicker, getting the ball out on certain things, and understanding kind of what the defense is doing to you better. And I think that's always a challenge for quarterbacks.
How's your entire experience been here so far? Has it been what you expected it would be?
I didn't know what my expectations were, to be honest. I think I was just excited to kind of get a fresh start, get with some new guys, new coaches. And it's been a lot of fun so far. Only 3 games in, but hopefully we can keep it rolling and have a good season.
How about school-wise?
School's fun. School's fun to a point, obviously. A lot of reading for me so far, but that kind of comes with the territory, and that's what I'll be doing for the rest of my life is just reading and reading and reading. So it's always fun.
Talk about your rapport with Graham and how he's played through 3 games.
He's done a great job, I think, just tremendous. He's been working really hard every single day, and we're talking on line of scrimmage and kind of just getting on the same page. I think is the most important thing, to have that rapport, like you're saying, is just understanding what he's thinking and then kind of try to make it as similar to each other as possible.
Do you feel a different level of expectation because you're here for 1 year? I mean, you're coming in for 1 year, for 1 year career at Michigan.
I think the biggest expectation is kind of what you put on yourself, to be honest. Obviously, you want to be as successful as you can. You want to win every single game that you play. So, yeah, I mean, maybe you feel it, but you try not to. I think the biggest thing is just try to be internally motivated more so than the external factors that may be out there.
You walked into a situation where the team was 5-7 last year, new coach, and the fan. I would just imagine that there's a little bit more of that. Are you knowing what the fan base has been sort of desperate for?
Oh yeah, and I've experienced that at Iowa. We had a losing record, and then I had to come in and play, and that's one of those things you just try to use that motivation from the previous year and just understand that, hey, that needs to fuel you a little bit, or whatever each individual person is, and just try to go out there and win each game and just try to leave everything on the field.
Last question.
We talked about the interceptions, before that was one of the hallmarks that you improved from your first year to your second year. Obviously, this year it has gone the other way. Is there a thread between them, do you think, that you've been able to look at and say why it's happening more this year than last year?
It's hard to say that now, being in the season.
Okay.
That's probably a better postseason question, but I think it's kind of that comfortability a little bit, maybe. New offense, but you don't want to say blame it on new offense. I mean, I'm still the one throwing the ball. I think it just needs to be, like I said earlier, just better decision making on my part.